Mita. It is hot as hell in Phoenix, but it's okay. Business has to go on. We are here with our co-hosts tonight.
Jennifer Miles of Plant Body Soul.
Yo, Mitch from Respect My Region.
And we have guests that are so important that we have 3 interviewers to ask all the tough questions to find out what they're doing, where they're from, a little bit about their history. And I'm pleased to introduce you, KnocTurnal. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. It's just hot as hell.
What'd you say?
It's hot as hell. The devil want a glass of water.
That's facts.
So you tell us a little about your history and where you're from.
Oh, I'm from Long Beach, California. And, we're on the Chronic 2001 albums. Wrote on the Return to Regulator album. I did the Lights Out song on the Terrorist Reds album. I got my own album, The Way I Am. I was on Bad Intentions with Dr. Dre. I got a new album out called Nocturnal Night Vision. It has Joe Moses on it, a new guy named Measy, and Miss Toy that did You Can Do It, Put You Back Into It with Ice Cube. So it's a pretty good album.
Yeah, I was watching one of your videos with Missy Elliott, right?
Yeah.
That's good. And you were sitting with Dr. Dre, and you were signed to his label, or?
No. I was never signed to his label. I created my own label called LA Composition.
Okay, so that was under his label. I saw that. I was thinking to myself, there's a few people I want to have coffee with them, sir, and you got to hang out with him.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. And
I wrote for it for 3 years before anybody even knew who I was.
I didn't. So you're here in Arizona. Yeah, no, we're yeah, sorry. It's all right. Here in Arizona, and I know your business partner Mash, and him and I have been hanging out, and I've been introducing him to people so that he could figure out how to do the manufacturing cultivation stuff here in Arizona. You guys looking to start your own brand,
Knockberry.
What's it called?
Knockberry.
Knockberry.
What do you think, Mitch?
They sounds. What do you guys gonna be putting out under the Knockberry?
We're gonna put out?
Yeah, you be flower or
flower.
Yeah. What strains you want to put underneath that?
Best ones.
Best ones.
Yeah.
Coming from Cali, probably influences smoking on the OGs, things of that nature. I take.
Yeah, I just want rapper weed.
Rap.
So Jen is a specialist in helping brands develop.
Okay.
You know, are you working with any celebrities or musicians or people that I know you're doing a lot of the big brands, but it's celebrity branding is kind of like a complicated thing.
Yeah, I mean, we created a brand for LeGarrette Blount, who's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and we're gonna see how they release that into the Arizona market. We've also worked in terms of brand activation, obviously with more NFL players like Ricky Williams and of the Heisman and Jake Plummer, and we're heavily embedded in the music community and music scene. Both my business partner and I come from music festival background, but we're kind of on the Burning Man side. So like electronic music festivals, Bonnaroo, EDC. Yeah. So we're definitely music lovers. So I'd love to see more artists who are bringing their spin on the cannabis space. So yeah.
What do you make of Mita so far? And it's probably pretty overwhelming for you with a lot of people, right?
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's a cool festival. It's just hot as hell.
We should have had you perform here.
Huh?
We should have had you perform here. Maybe no.
And you could have.
I didn't want to ask. I'm just trying to help Mash. Meet the right people, set up the structure. Find out where to go, and we're just getting to know each other.
That's right.
How's it feel? I mean, obviously being a part of the Chronic 2001 and even your solo work back in the day, that era of West Coast music was so influential on cannabis, right? Even the Chronic, the first album, the Chronic 2001, were some of the biggest entries to bringing cannabis to pop culture in a cool way, not like a comedic, fun way like Cheech and Chong and stuff.
Yeah.
And no shot at them. But how's it feel to be a part of that, which was such an early pioneer stage, and then now start dipping toes into this, this legal market? It's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's great.
What's your favorite thing about weed being legal at this point?
I can grow it.
The access.
Yeah, I can grow it now because I got a grower's license.
Yeah.
Are you growing in California?
I can grow.
You guys are growing in California right now.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can, but you're not growing yet.
But you get the home grow. Yeah, you get the home grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that you would see this turn of events of your lifetime?
What's that?
The legalization of cannabis?
Well, I knew it was gonna come one day.
You did?
Yeah, because the first people that started was Denver. So I mean, and when Arnold Schwarzenegger started talking about it when he was governor, he was like, I know how to get the crime rate down in California. Legalize the weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's a
that's
smart
exactly
move.
what he did.
Yeah. Smart move.
What do you think? I mean, how long have you been consuming weed and been involved? College? I mean, long high school. Where'd you start? Where's your first experiences with weed? And describe to me what you think about the transition in regards to how it's impacted like minority communities and stuff. Because that's a big theme in this industry.
Well,
I can't imagine that. Yeah.
I had ADHD when I was a child. Now my dad didn't want to put me on Ritalin, so he rolled me a joint and told me to smoke it.
Your dad's a smart man.
I was 9 years old.
And did you feel it was effective at 9?
Yeah, I just hit it a couple times. I was cool.
One of my favorite experiences in the cannabis industry when I first came in and started to understand the therapeutical aspects of it, the medical aspect. I'm like, why were we putting all these kids on Adderall? Why?
Because it makes money.
But cannabis,
Right.
cannabis can work for some people to effectively balance
Sure.
them out, sharpen
Right.
them.
Sure. I thought there's a brand out there called 1906, and they started in Colorado, and they're all over now. And they were here in the Arizona market for some time, but they developed a product that was very similar to like an Adderall effect for somebody that had ADD or ADHD, and it was a blend of botanicals with a little bit of CBD, a little THC, and then about a cup of coffee's worth of caffeine. And everybody that I know that has been taking Adderall for a long time took that and was like, okay, I'm done with Adderall. I can actually replace, this with something that's a much healthier alternative. So I love that there's options for people. I think it's a matter of just education, really, you know? So.
Yeah, but also NyQuil. In 2013-14, when I started to understand the therapeutical medicinal aspects, it's a herbal remedy, it's a natural plant. When I started to understand stuff outside the just say no drug war shit that Nancy Reagan used to preach, I was like, and I tried the baked rose syrup for baked rose syrup.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I slept like a baby so much so that I was like still asleep like until the noon the next day. And
You
I was
didn't
like,
need that NyQuil anymore.
this is this stuff. Because I was like drinking NyQuil in college, like a junkie or something, And I realized, well, fucking simple cannabis, a natural thing, is going to replace NyQuil. It's going to replace Adderall.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool. So what are you hoping to do with your brand? What's your goals? What are you thinking?
Just put it in all the smoke shops.
What'd you say?
Just put it in all the smoke shops.
Smoke shops. I like that. It's going to be a little challenging. There's some, licensing things there, but, we'll help you there. One time, I would love to see that be the long-term goal where people can just buy in smoke shops. They could just order online.
Mhm.
They can just get it regularly. But there's all these licensing things that we have to go through, unfortunately.
Right.
Unless you're dabbling in the hemp-derived space, which seems to allow a little bit more ambiguity.
That is true. That is true. That is definitely true. We're seeing that stuff shipped online everywhere right now. Yeah.
I know. I just saw an ad on Instagram, a paid ad. Now, my specialty is social media, and I know you too, but a paid ad for a gummy, and it's hemp derived, but they're definitely talking a lot about how, it's akin to a regular THC gummy, and it's a paid ad on Instagram. It's wild.
Right.
You can push it through if you that world. You got to finesse. There's a
Yeah,
lot of finessing and massaging, and you got to run it through a lot of different IP.
Yep. The languaging is very specific.
I'm not jealous of whoever's job it is to make that ad work.
Ooh, yeah, no kidding.
Well, if your team puts your brand together, you got to talk to these two because they can help. I mean, his reach is incredible with like so many people. It's just ridiculous. Jen is absolute expert on marketing in the space. So you got to talk to them. But I know your team's over here networking and you guys are looking for deals. We have this thing called up there. We call it the Adult deal making lounge, you know,
Yeah.
the bar area. And we're actually have this thing called the bullpen now,
Right.
where new brands, whether they're celebrity brands like yours, have brands coming in that are like in 15, 16 other states, can hang out. And people who are looking to host brands and work with brands can come meet them. So I want to let you
That's
get
right.
back into that, up to that area and chat with people, because that's the place to be.
Oh, they're gonna take care of it. I gotta get back to the room. It's too hot.
He's on you
I'm
to
so-
AC.
I'm sorry it's
Right.
so hot, man. You're like, I'm from LA,
I'm from Long Beach.
Long Beach, so it's even cooler out there.
Right.
Yeah, sorry about this.
This is not cool.
Yeah, we'll go out. We'll go hang out in the pool later.
All right.
We do have a pool
All right.
at the hotel. We'll chill.
That'll take it down like 30, 40 degrees, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We should all just race over and jump in the pool. We will be back in a second with Mitch and Jen, and we're going to be interviewing some other people here at MITA, Nocturnal. Any shout outs, any last thoughts for the audience out there?
Oh, just shout out to P. Wilson and MASH for bringing my career back and motivating me again. And they got a clothing line called Street Broker, which is good.
Oh, what?
A clothing line called Street Broker,
Okay.
which is good. And you can go to streetbroker.com and order the clothes. I actually wear it in a couple of my videos already.
Love it. I love it.
Good.
Look at, I'm like dripping sweat down my
I know. I'm my whole clothes is wet right.
And where can people find you at, Nocturnal?
The real KnocTurnal.com at
Awesome.
gmail.com.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Well, welcome to MITA. Joy, it's a little hot, but we will be back in a second with more MITA Unshackled.
Yeah.